Hello everyone. As we started series of videos on history of English literature, today in our second lecture we would be discussing on Old English literature or the period of Anglo-Saxon of 450 which continue to till 1066 AD. As we begin, obviously beginning should be the origin, culture and language. Once a well-known critic of the day, Mr. Michael Foucault, said there is intimate relationship between power and knowledge. In island of Britain, in ancient century BC, there lived tribes and there reside the groups of people. There was no national boundary, so that is why people reside in the form of groups. So whoever in the power impose its own language, its own culture and literature. So the earliest known tribes survived in island of Britain were Celts and Gaels. C-A-L-T, Celt, G-A-E-L-S, Gaels. So these tribes were in power. That is why they impose their own culture, particularly their language. As we see in our subcontinent, people used to speak Sanskrit because the people who speak Sanskrit were in power. That is why they used Sanskrit in their languages. And later on, when the Muslim period started, Muslim came, they brought Persian because they came from Persia. So they imposed their own language. Same was the case with the island of Britain. Whoever came, whoever invaded, occupied Britain and imposed its own language. As their stay was not permanent, their stay was actually followed by the other one, and so on forth. But whoever the tribe once ruled over the kingdom of Britain, the island of Britain leaves behind something of its language or culture. So that is how power determines the knowledge we have today. And if we see the history, there was the power that determines actually the language and literature. So this is how language is born. Students, let's have a look. In very ancient century BC, before the death of Jesus Christ, the island of Britain was invaded and ruled by two tribes, Celts and Gaels. Celts and Gaels, they are also called Celtic Briton. That is why that island given name Britain, and it was actually originated from Britain. Okay, there lived Celts and Gaels. They were in power. They imposed their own language. The language of those people, Celts and Gaels, was Celtic and Gaelic. Celtic and Gaelic. And because they were earliest survived tribes in ancient century, so after that they had a long period. They ruled over Britain for many centuries. After that, in the last ancient century, the island of Britain attacked by Romans. Romans attacked island of Britain in 52 BC and then 54 BC, and it was attacked by Julius Caesar. When the Romans attacked in very first century AD, they imposed their own language, their own literature, and their language was actually Latin. But still, Celtic and Gaelic languages leaves their impact behind as well. Okay, so Romans came, they imposed their own language, and they lived here for 450 years. Okay, so their language was Latin and they imposed this language. After that, the Roman empires attacked, because at that time island of Britain was the part of Roman Empire, and this part was attacked by another territory, another tribe actually, that was Angles and Saxons. These were two tribes living in southeastern coast of Britain. They were living at southeastern coast of Britain. They speak English, and the language they speak, it is from basically Germanic origin, and these people came from southeastern Russia. Their language had Germanic origin, they spoke English, and their language was actually English, and they were English people. They came from southeastern Russia, and till 700 AD they occupied almost the lion's share of island of England, which was the part of Roman Empire before. Okay, these people came, Angles and Saxons came, they reside there and made this island their own home, and that is why this island called Anglia land. Okay, so when they invaded and occupied it, there lived Celts and Gaels as well. So Celts, according to Saint Bede, actually he mentioned in his book Ecclesiastical History of the English People of 731, according to his point of view, in 449, Jutes, there was another tribe called Jutes. Jutes were actually invited by the Celts and Gaels to save island of Britain from Angles and Saxons. But when they came, they observed, and till 600, the lion's share of the Britain territory, the Britain island, was the part of Jutes tribe. So after that, Celtic Britain didn't like this occupation. They opposed this occupation, and they went to the west, where Cornwall and Wales, and other Celtic Britain went to north and eastern Scotland. Okay, so after that, there was the complete occupation of Angles and Saxons. When there was complete role of Angles and Saxons, they imposed their own language, they imposed their own culture particularly. So the first written work of Angles and Saxons appeared in 600, and it was by the King Alfred of Kent, who was actually persuaded by Saint Augustine of Canterbury, because he wanted to write law codes. That is why the law code were written in English language, as the English language was the language of the people who were in power. Well, so they didn't have any alphabet, so that language, the English language, the very English language, was written in Roman alphabets. And after that, they had 4 centuries of writing. Anglo-Saxons has 4 centuries of writing from 600 to onward 1000. So in this manner, in 10,066, they were invaded by Normans who came from France. William of Normandy occupied this very island. Students, now this was all about the origin of Angles and Saxons and Jutes as well. I hope this lecture gonna be very helpful for you guys. Good luck.